In this video, we will examine what to do and not to do in order to grow our students as problem solvers and deep thinkers. Let's start by meeting my children, Reagan and Jackson. As their mom, I want them to learn skills that they will carry throughout their lives as adults. Those skills include being able to reason and problem solve through situations they will experience throughout their lives. Here, you can see a very early, real-life problem they are experiencing. Reagan has all the cookies and Jackson is not happy. I ask them to fix the situation, and Reagan reluctantly gives some cookies to Jackson. I then ask some follow-up questions. Is this fair to both of you? How can we make this fair or equal? If I were to tell my children how to fix this situation, they wouldn't learn from it. Rather, I want them to use their reasoning skills to make sense of the situation and thoughtfully approach it. As teachers, this is what we want our students to do in the classroom. We provide students with problem-solving opportunities so they can develop thinking skills, reasoning skills, and problem-solving strategies that will work both inside and outside of the math classroom throughout the rest of their lives. Let me repeat what I just said. Some of the goals of problem-solving in the math classroom are to develop critical thinking skills, to develop reasoning skills so students can reason through unknown situations both in the classroom and outside of the classroom. And then to develop problem-solving strategies that can be generalized to any situation throughout students' lives. Learning problem-solving in math is bigger than the math classroom. Now that we've talked about some of the goals for problem solving in the math classroom, let's take a look at a frequently taught problem solving strategy called the keyword strategy. This strategy asks students to memorize a list of keywords. Then, anytime students see these words, they should instantly know what operation is needed for solving a word problem. However, there's several problems with using this strategy. First of all, it doesn't work. Let's take a look at an example of a keyword strategy for problem solving. This one's called Math Cubes. With Math Cubes, the teacher teaches the students to circle the numbers, underline the question, and then box any action words or keywords. Except the teacher isn't teaching the students to focus on understanding the problem, making sense of the problem, discussing the important details or the main idea of the problem, or visualizing the problem. So if students mindlessly use the Math Cube strategy or the keyword strategy, they will actually incorrectly solve this problem because they will be led to add 14 and 31. Another problem with using the keyword strategy is that words take on different meanings depending on their situation. When we look at words in isolation, they lose their meanings. Think about this scenario. Our local university is offering a 30-minute class called Get Rich Quick. The course teaches students to memorize a list of words. The instructor tells the students that anytime they encounter an opportunity in life that involves one of these words, it will be an opportunity to get rich quick. However, as we know, many of these words take on a different meaning depending on the situation. Just like we can't memorize this list of words to get rich, we can't use a magical list of keywords to solve math problems without considering the context and making sense of the situation. And one last reason why the keyword strategy is not an effective strategy for solving word problems. The keyword strategy expires. The keyword strategy might work sometimes, usually early on in kindergarten, first grade, maybe second grade, when students are faced with simple, one-step word problems like the one on the screen. In this example, the phrase, in all, does correctly lead students to think addition. However, using in all as keywords or a key phrase for addition will expire in later grades when this phrase starts popping up in other situations, such as this multiplication problem, or in this multi-step problem where students would need to use both multiplication and addition. Plus, oftentimes, problems don't even include keywords. So what strategies should teachers use to promote critical thinking and sense-making when faced with a word problem? Try to look for strategies that are focused around visualizing or drawing pictures, or close reading, as in talking about the main idea, the characters, the setting, and the details within the word problem. Some really great strategies to do a Google search on would be numberless word problems, the stop sign strategy, or the 3 read strategy.